Alright guys, so this is day 2, but we're going to be covering day 1, and hopefully we can reach day 2 to that level where the next class is. So we were supposed to be a bit ahead, but now we're behind. But Cyrus was able to fix that. Now we have VMware Workstation 14 back here again, and so let's get going. What was our plan last time? It was, I'll just quickly create that and put it, maybe it was in the slide, I also put that. I'll just get down to the, no, I didn't put in the, so I'll just create that diagram quickly. What we need to do is that we were trying to create a template machine, and the purpose of template machine was template VM. The purpose was to configure it for the course, and also to create clones, so we could get our network up and running. So that was the main purpose here for the template VM. We were stuck when we were not able to install the VMware tools there. That's pretty crucial for any virtual machine there. So what we're going to do is we're just going to start installation again. If you have the older machine there, you could just delete that, because we're going to just start again. But now we can go a bit further, a bit faster than before, because I did explain all of those stuff, but I'm just going to still be a bit, I'm going to explain that and try to go faster as well. So first, Windows 2012, and we will be just installing it first and last time here, and then do 7 modifications, which were install, just make sure that VMware tools are installed, tools. Second thing was turn off firewall. Third thing was IE enhance security off. Fourth, configure shared folders. I'm going to tell the purpose of each, and then unlocking screen, so disable unlocking screen, and then finally we were supposed, and double check time zone as well. So, and then simply run Sysprep. Once you run Sysprep, just shut it down permanently. Shut it down permanently. So these were the steps that we were supposed to take last time, but we were not able to do that. Okay, so and change its RAM to 4 MB, because if you accidentally start that and then shut it down, you won't be able to create a clone with unique SID. So Sysprep does what? It just creates clones with unique SID, or security identifier. Well, okay, security identifier. So it does that, and we will keep that template machine. Better create a copy of that when you create that, because throughout the course, well, till the midterm, you would really need that template machine to be perfectly working. If it has some issue, you're gonna have some issues with your machines as well. And these machines, these computers could go down anytime, so I hope you will take a backup of once you've created all those clones there. So one backup is good at least, so you don't have to really go back and start from scratch if the computer really gives you problems. So it happens in the last course, happened, so I hope it doesn't happen this one, but we can't see. So let's just first install that. Then we're going to create 2 clones here, and I'm going to tell you further configurations of those 2 clones. But right now, in fact, in the next section, we created 4 clones. Ultimately, we're going to go there, but let's just concentrate on creating a template VM. The only purpose is to create clones, and you have to carefully configure that. So I'll be asking you for screenshots there. So open the Word document, and you could just put those screenshots in the MS Word document, right? And recording that. Okay, so let's open our VMware Workstation. And here we can just go for a create new virtual machine. If you had created that, well, we did create one last time, so we could just disregard that and delete that machine. In fact, it was Tuesday, so there's that machine. I'll just click that machine, right click, and manage, and I'll be delete from disk. So this is the machine that we created last time. I'm just deleting that right now. So we're just going to create that again, right? So it is manage and then delete from disk. So do not delete any other courses machine. Good luck. Gone. So now we're just going to create the new machine here, and let's go to home button here and click with create a new virtual machine. I hope everyone's there. Let me know if you're not. So typical, that's the option, and let's click next. And we just need to make sure that we have Windows 2012 R2 detected here. So is it there for everyone? Or so if I click browse and then go to C drive, inside C drive you should be able to find prototype folder. C drive, prototype folder, and then Windows 2012 R2. So if you are unable to find that, let me know. Otherwise, just select that and it'll be okay. So everyone okay with that? We can go ahead. Alright, so let's go ahead, double click that. So you should see that it is 2012 R2 detected showing here. And let's click next. So do you see this screen? Okay, so here you can just put here your full name here on this. So put your full name, make sure that Windows Server 2012 R2 data center is selected. If it's not selected, just drop down and check if the Windows 2012 R2 data center is selected. So your full name and Windows 2012 R2 data center, is it there? So take a screenshot here. Take a screenshot, put it in your MS Word document. Maybe you've already opened that. So take a screenshot here. So if you have taken a screenshot after putting your name here and it is done, we can go ahead, right? So let's click next. So it says you did not enter product key, which is okay. We can ignore that. Would you like to continue? Yes. So go ahead and just press yes. So now here we can just name our machine in a specific way. So first of all, it is template machine. So template VM dash your first name dash. Anyone of you having similar names? Well, you've been together for some time, right? So maybe there's one Jack, there's another Jack as well, right? So in that case, in case you have similar names or you know that, so just you have to put your student ID, last 3 digits of that. So when I'm checking, I'll also check that. So anyway, and this is your first name and template VM. Well, that's it. So guys, see this? Mostly I ask for the last student college ID, last 3 digits of that. So if I type my name Amir and 890, that means you type your first name and the last 3 digits of your student ID. So last 3 digits of your student ID. So whenever I type my first name, and 890. This means last 3 digits of your student ID. I hope everyone got it. So that's one thing here. Second thing is that, of course, the location, we can't put it on C drive. So whatever the machine name up there is, which is okay, we can just go for our, this is not the C drive, and I'm just gonna drag it up till that name, /COMP3108a. So your name is there, and then this path is there, right? So last time also we took a screenshot of this where you've completed exactly this naming convention and folder structure. So if you have put that already, take a screenshot of this. Take a screenshot, take a screenshot. So take a screenshot, put it in your MS Word or wherever you're putting that. I hope it's not on C drive, because if the computer restarts for some reason, you might lose all the screenshots. So don't lose them. Control S, keep saving them, right? Control S. So, alright guys, if you have done this path already, let's go ahead and click next. So here, 200 GB, we can put that. Last time I asked that, is that a good idea or a bad idea? Then I explained that it is dynamically expanding, right? So dynamic expanding just means that whatever you install, it just occupies that much space, and this could be a quiz question as well. If it was fixed disk, which is the opposite of dynamically expanding, so it would have occupied all the space that we are putting here. It would have required that much space on physical disk, right? So it is dynamically expanding. That's a famous concept in virtualization. So that is also called thin provision in VMware, and thick provision, which is called fixed disk and dynamic disk. Second thing with task, the last time we talked about this, a single file and multiple files. This is just for portability. If you suppose get your laptop there, and then you want to copy all those machines to your laptop to do some assignments or project there at home. So a single file would be that virtual disk will expand in one single file, and multiple files mean that if suppose your virtual disk is 80 gigs, it's going to be divided into 4 gigabyte files there. 4 gig, 4 gig, 4 gig, 4 gig, 4 gig, 4 gig, right? So it's up to you. How do you want to do that? Just for this option, you can just go by whatever you like. I'm just going to go for single file, because I have external drive, and I'll just copy on that. Well, yeah, I had to buy another one. Okay, anyway, so let's click next and customize hardware. Again, the request is do not go ahead of me. If I haven't clicked, do not click that. Do not assume anything. Oh, obviously it's gonna go this way. Oh, obviously it's gonna select this one. Obviously I'm not gonna select any of those options that you're thinking. So, well, it could be, but most of the time I customize, and I give you a reason why. So anyway, here, customize hardware. Let's click that. Our 16, these computers have 16 GB RAM. We have to keep that always on account. We need 4 virtual machines. So this means that lesser RAM will be divided. Right now we need to make it faster. So temporarily we're gonna just give it 12 GB RAM. But later, when we create 4 clones out of this, so we're gonna go for 4 GB each for all the machines there. So right now it is, you can just directly type here 12416, or you can just drag it up there. So click somewhere else and it's going to show you. So that's one thing here, that put the RAM as 12 GB for now, just to make it faster, this single machine. Second thing is processors. Let's put 1 processor, 2 cores here. That's one thing about this. And the second thing is, so processors, 1 processor, 2 cores. Now second thing is, just be careful that which line are you selecting here. Virtualize Intel VTX. This line you have to select. For some it may be the second one or third one, but whenever it is written Intel VTX or EPT or AMD, just select this checkbox. So this is a must thing. If you forgot that, because it says virtualization course, so you need to make sure that virtualization is supported in these machines. And if that's done, let's go for CD DVD, which is okay. We need that, so it's okay, no change here. we go for network adapter here. Last time I also mentioned that if you put it on bridge, this virtual machine will be on a physical network. So the monitoring applications in George Brown will also detect that there's a virtual machine on a physical network. So that's a very bad idea to put any virtual machine. Especially our first server will be having DHCP as well. So if you put that on bridge, your DHCP will start distributing IP addresses to all the machines here, which is a very bad idea. So okay. So first thing is we don't go for bridge, but we understand what is that, right? Second thing is NAT, and it gives internet connection, public IP translates to private IP there, and you get internet connections. Host only is that you get the virtual machines talk to each other within the VMware Workstation, and they talk to the host, and your host being the Windows 10 here installed. I think Windows 8 installed or 10 here. Is it Windows 10 installed on your computers? 10, right? So, well, that is your host, right? So, but we're going to go down to custom here, and then we can just go down to, these are all VLANs. If you've been to Cisco class networking concepts, you would know that VLAN just creates a virtual LAN within the physical switch. So the example for that would be, suppose you create two virtual machines and give it VMnet 2 here, and then other two machines and you give VMnet 3 here. So VMnet 2 machines cannot communicate with VMnet 3 machines. So what we understand from here, if you have 4 machines, you should have only one VMnet type, one VMnet number for all 4 machines, right? So let's go for VMnet 15 just to be the consistent configuration here. Otherwise you can go for 14, 16, 18, 19, doesn't really matter. Yep. Well, I always double check, but yeah, I'm recording that. Yep. So, oh, okay, double checking, right? Yeah. That's always a good idea. I always check that if anyone asks me. So do remind me, guys, because sometimes if I don't, record that, that's a big. Okay, so anyway, VMware 15. So we're just gonna make sure that it is on VMware 15, but there's no specific reason for VMware 15. Yep.
Sorry, just
no problem.
For the custom specific virtual network, I only have 3 options to change it to. VMnet 0, 1,
Oh yeah.
8.
So sometimes for some machines it does happen. Oh, bingo. Oh, guys, wow, man. Way to go. That should be 2 marks already. I said should be. Oh, okay. Should be, right? So, guys, well, in the first class we did mention, now maybe it's too late, but please log into COMP3108a.
Change the password.
Oh yes, change the password. Thank you. So anyone could log in and just, your machine's maybe gone or messed up. So, and oh, it happened?
Yeah, everything was deleted. I didn't change the password the last time. No big deal.
Ouch! Because we're whoa. So it's and if possible, copy your VMs on external drive. So that would be very, very crucial to save your machines and continue uploading those screenshots that are required there, right? So, okay, so you'll be, so the student is logging in now? Oh. Oh, really? So, guys, can you hear me? Guys, can you hear me? Oh yeah, I wish I had that, but then it would be too loud. I'm already actually too loud, I guess. I'm loud enough, right? So, like, you could hear me at the end? Yeah, but, yeah, I'll ask them to have a microphone and a higher stage here to do some performance. Okay, so now he's behind then, of course. So, Is good? Okay. Okay, you're gonna get him. So whatever screenshots you've already taken, that's good. Just save them somewhere and try to reach here. We can go ahead. We're okay. Like I just want everyone to be on the same page.
Yeah, we can do
So anywhere I'm going fast, please stop me, ask me the question. I don't want to go fast where you don't get what I'm doing. We have to understand, we must understand what we're doing, and then we go ahead. So yeah, so we create a quick machine, template VM, and then we just give processor, RAM, and I hope you remember the options there. And it is still recording. So, well, at this point, yeah, so we need to take a screenshot. At this point, did we already not take it, right? So take a screenshot here where you can see 12 GB RAM, 2 processors there, and custom VMware 15. Take a screenshot. So far, your name is not showing here, but later all screenshots must have your names there. Right now it's okay. Once we're inside the Windows, then we're gonna create an account with your name, and then that account in command prompt must be there when you put who am I. So if the screenshot has been taken for this one, then we can click close. So this was our 4th screenshot, I guess, or 5th? 4th, I guess. Right? 4th. So let's click close. And oh, that's where your name is. Okay. So I hope nobody clicked finish. Okay. So okay, guys. So previous screenshot is okay, but this was what I meant. So take a screenshot here. So, well, I wanted to have this screenshot. If since you take the last one as well, that's okay. But this one was the one. So take a screenshot here, take a screenshot here, take a screenshot here. And if you have taken a screenshot for the summary screen, let's click Finito and power on. So if you take a screenshot here, let's click Finito or finish. And start. So since we gave it 12 gigs, so it should, start faster. What we need to do next, and there will be 4 machines that we're going to be creating here, which is already done by the other section. So and that will be, as you can see, that all 4 clones here, we can just give your first name 01, your first name 02, 3 and 4, and all 4 the IP addresses are 200.1, 200.2, 3 and 4, and gateway will be 200.1 for all, and preferred DNS will be 201. Then on the first machine, then we can just install Active Directory, DNS, DHCP, and we're going to test them as well. And then 390 users from PowerShell. Our domain name will be virtualdomain.local, and so we're going to just try to go step by step at least, and we're going to create a domain admin account, which will be your name admin account. Then throughout the course, we're going to use your name admin account that we will be creating today. So these 4 machines ultimately we're just going to create. I think you may have already installed it. In case you have installed it, you can use the class password here, or whatever password you give, just be careful that you don't forget it. Otherwise, this is a class password, small ABC, capital ABC. Keep pressing shift 1 2 3. So I'm not going to check the password, but it's just to be consistent in configuration. Whenever it asks for a password, you can just give this class password, small ABC, capital ABC. Keep pressing shift 1 2 3 will give you exclamation at and pound sign. So whenever I say that, put a class password, just put this password. I think you may have finished that installation, right? Is it done for everyone? And you may have created the password and logged in, right?
Didn't ask for that.
Oh, okay. Cool. Oh yeah, so it's going to be installing automatically VMware tools. And wherever it asks for a restart, of course, go ahead and restart. Installing the whole thing itself. And it's done, so it's gonna ask for restart now. So go ahead, guys, if you see the restart, go ahead and press yes, restart. Once you're back, let's configure the 7 or 8 modifications there, or double check them if they're already done, so we could complete our template VM configurations there. So now we need to do this, install VMware tools, turn off firewall, enhance security off, shared folders configuration of that feature, disable unlocking screen, and time zone double check. And then we're going to Sysprep, but try to do it with me, don't go ahead of me. If you misconfigured it, you have to just recreate the whole thing again, or just, redo that feature again. So let's check. Well, I'm logged in, so everyone logged back in? Alright, so everyone in, right? So let's go ahead, guys, and let's go for the first thing. So VMware Tools is already done. We can just go for the next one, and that is firewall off. So I'm just going to go for local server here. I'll just make it a little first. Let me check if I'm recording that. Yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and plus sign here. Now, we can just go to the local server here and simply go for the Windows firewall here, public on. So just click it. Once the domain controller or Active Directory is installed, then the third profile also comes. Right now 2 profiles are there, so we can just click the turn Windows firewall on or off. So click that and turn off and turn off. Right? So we can go ahead. Anyone wants me to repeat any of the steps, let me know. So I'm just going to press OK. This should be red now, so click close here. And that's the one thing, first thing here. I'll just refresh that as well, so it reflects that. And then slightly slide to the right side, and you can see this IE Enhanced Security Configuration. Once you go to the right side, you can see that. So click the on button and turn off for both profiles there. So click the on button and there you go, off, right? For administrators and users. Normally we came here to turn off for administrators basically. So press OK here, refresh, and already its time zone is Eastern time, US and Canada. If that's okay, then we go for the rest of the features there. Now we can just configure here by that shared folder feature. So the shared folder feature, what it does is that if you want to copy back and forth some software from virtual machine to physical machine and from physical machine to virtual machine, so if you want to do that, then you have to configure this feature called shared folder, right? So any of these things that I'm explaining, it could come in the quiz, and with a twist. Normally You have to grab that, what I really mean by that question. So, quiz with a twist, yeah, that should be a good name for that, yeah, the way I take it. So, anyway, you'll know. So, right click here and settings. So, if you're all there, right click and settings. And then we can just go for options here. The second tab, options. And then you see here this, shared folders. So that's the third one. On the right side you see disabled. So if you have already installed the VMware tools, you will be seeing that always enabled. So go ahead for clicking always enabled and then click map as a network drive in Windows guests. So once these two things are there, so now it is asking which drive in the physical disk, physical computer that you want mapped inside this virtual machine. So click the add button. So in your physical computer, which drive has all the software? In C drive, there's a folder called prototype. That has all the software. So let's just map with that folder. So if you wanted to copy paste any software, this folder will be mapped here inside every clone as well, because we're putting it in template machine. So I'm just going to click next here. And now when we click browse, it's going to show you the folder structure of your physical machine. So click the browse button here and go down to the C drive and prototype folder. Well, okay, so let's just click the prototype folder here and press OK. So whenever I ask that, hey, put in the software, now we should have in the prototype folder. Later we're going to check that, but we should have that SCVMM software that was not there last week also. So I had to request that with Cyrus and he put it there. So C:\prototype, if you see that there, click next. Enable this share is okay, read only. So the default settings are okay here, and click finish. So if you see that, you can drag the screen a little down here because your name is showing here, right? Your name is showing here. So take a screenshot of this. Take a screenshot. Take a screenshot. We cannot go more than 25 screenshots. Well, I will not go, but I might lose count, so let me know when it is 25. Or when it is 20, just raise an alarm, right? So, just, any alarm. Just scream or something, right? So, okay guys, so here, we should have a good alarm sound effect of some type, right? In somebody's cell phone. As soon as it reaches 20 screenshot, at once sound that alarm. Doot, doot, something like that, right? Okay, so we're having fun, don't worry. So, okay, if the screenshot isn't taken, and that is, I think, the 6th or 7th, so let's go ahead and press OK. So now we go for the next skill here, feature here, and that is that we can just go to the power options and disable the lock screen every 10 minutes. So right click on this Windows icon here and go way up to power options. So right click on the Windows icon here and go up to power options. I hope everyone's there, and click that power options. We need high performance, obviously, so we're going to just go for change plan settings here for high performance, right? And once you click that, we still need to change the 15 minutes to never, so we're just going to click the change settings that are currently unavailable, this one, and now you'll be able to change that. So go ahead and go way down to never. So well, we have a lot of screenshots ahead, so I'll not ask this one. So go ahead, just save changes. No screenshot here, no screenshot, and close this one as well. So now we have pretty much done everything from the list here. So if you go there, install VMware tools done, firewall done, IE enhanced security, shared folders, disable unlocking, time zone, yeah, all done. Let's go for Sysprep. So be careful here, and let's go down to Sysprep, right click here and go to run. Right click and go to run, and then type SYSPREP. Yeah.
How many screenshots have we taken so far? Four.
4?
No,
It's not 4.
It's 5. Because
5.
that extra one you said, so it's
Oh yeah, it's 5. Yeah. So we're all keeping account, but okay, I'll try to keep account because I'm explaining as well as doing the lab. So we all have to together keep account here. So you guys, here Sysprep, press OK. So be careful here. Sysprep, it goes to the folder that lives inside System32 inside Windows folder, and just double click that Sysprep. So what is the purpose of this Sysprep? The purpose is to make every clone have a unique SID, security identifier. If the SID of all the clones is similar, you won't be able to join those clones to the domain. So you must have unique SID. Yep.
I have a problem here. It said there was an error by
There was an error? Oh, okay. So I'm pausing and resuming. So here, let's click the generalize button here and carefully just put the shutdown. So enter system out of the box experience or OOBE. So that just means that make it user friendly, and just like you've bought a new Windows from the shop and you're installing that, so make it that experience. Okay, generalize shutdown. If that is there, so do not press OK. Anyone press OK already? What? You did?
No.
Okay. Because you know what? Take a screenshot or have a selfie with this one, because that's the main event. So anyway, not selfie, just screenshot. So you know, when I'm asking screenshot here, you must know that your name must be showing up there. Your name must be showing in that screenshot, which is up there right now, showing here, right? So if the name is not showing, I might ask you, hey, your name is not showing, so that's kind of, so you can do only 4 mistakes, right? So total 4 marks for the lab, right? So since you're watching it, you're seeing it, you have 1 week, you have a video to redo that. After that, when I mark it and still there's a mistake, so that's bad. So anyway, if you click the generalize and shut down and you have taken a screenshot which shows your name, must show your name, then go ahead and press OK. So I'm just going to press OK here, and I hope no error comes now. Okay, so once it is shut down, then we need to quickly change its RAM. Yep. Any help you need? Let me know if you need help. It's okay. So if it is shut down, change the RAM from 12 GB to 4 MB. Not GB, MB. Oh. Good. Is it open, the network?
Oh, you might be short.
And it is. No.
It's short.
Oh. Is it?
Oh. Merci beaucoup.
Okay. Is it mercy because or is it merci?
It's my French.
Okay. But I love to learn French. I don't know French, but anything I learn is really good, right? So.
And my kids go to French immersion. So.
Okay. That's good. So here, guys, click the memory, and once you click the memory, then go way down to the last one. And why are we doing that? Because if you give this kind of memory, it's never going to start. And we don't want it to start, ever, again. Why? Because if it started and you shut it down normally, it's not, when you create a clone out of that, so those clones will have the similar SID, and if they have similar SID, they cannot join the domain. So we understand that now we have a template machine with 4 MB RAM, so the template machine itself is ready. Throughout the course, you will need that from time to time. So suggestion is, if you have external drive, maybe a USB stick with 12 GB or 32 GB RAM, just copy this. This is template machine is what you really want to safeguard. Upload it somewhere, put it in zip file and upload it to Dropbox, or you have 1 TB free available from Office 65 from college. So have 2 or 3 copies somewhere. That's the most important machine for the course. So I'm just going to drag it to my COMP3108a. Alright guys, so once this is done here, well, no, we don't need screenshot here. So we already have like 6 screenshots because we are going to install Active Directory DHCP. So some screenshots there I need. So here, template VM, and once that is done, it should always stay shut down. Now when we create our clones here, so we need to plan it first. So as a virtual admin in production environment, in companies as well, you have to plan what is your hardware capacity and how much RAM your hardware has, servers have, and how much RAM are you about to give to your virtual machines. So that's our smaller diagram, but ultimately we're going towards this, and this is our main configuration. So I'm gonna put it here on, I'll put it here on this. So this is what we're going to go for. So our first machine, first clone would be your name 01, your first name 01, your first name 02, 03, 04, all 4 clones, and we're gonna carefully create that now. Just follow me for the first one and you'll understand the second, third, fourth. Now most important thing, one of the most important things here is we have a total of 4 GB RAM, right? So the first one is Active Directory DNS DHCP, not much going on there. So you could actually give it 2 gigs, 2 GB RAM here, and so the next one is going to play a very important role because enterprise grade application will be installed here, which is SCVMM. We're going to talk about it in detail, but this is going to control the whole virtual environment. So in production environments in companies, SCVMM skills will be required by you. Last time I also compared it with the VMware's vCenter. So it is as complicated, and it introduces as many advanced features as in VMware vCenter application does. So we're going to give it 6 GB here. So it's already 8, and we have 8 more available, I guess, right? So we can give it here 4 because these are the 2 hypervisors. These 2 will have the hypervisors, right? So we have a total of 16 GB here. Now we should still give some RAM for our machine to breathe. We're going to try to push it. If we get errors, then we can, we're just right now overcommitting it, right? So, but we need to know the features there one by one. We're going to push it. So, this is the RAM division here. So, we're creating our first machine now, and we can just give it this RAM. Now, let's just go ahead. So, our first machine, so right click on the template machine here. So the template machine that you've created, template VM, your first name, and your last three digits of your ID. So right click on top of that, then you should see manage, and then you should see the clone, this one. So I hope everyone's there. So if you're there, let's click the clone button now. Once you click the clone, so there's that wizard, and nothing on the first screen here. Let's click next, nothing on the second screen as well, that which is your source. So then click next to the third screen. Now be careful here. So linked clone is a clone that takes less RAM, less space, less processing. And it totally depends, the link clone totally depends on your template machine. Suppose you create 4 link clones and then somebody deletes your template machine. Those 4 link clones will not start. They use part of your template machine for memory, for virtual disk, and for processor, right? So, but because we're going to run out of space, most probably not, but now we have, last year we had 1 terabyte disk D drive, and we upgraded to 500 GB now. So this means that we have 500 GB less now. So George Brown calls it upgrade. So, and also we had 32 GB RAM there, now we upgraded to 16 GB RAM. So that's a unique upgrade. So only link clone, only create link clone, because you will run out of space, right? So full clone, on the other hand, it doesn't depend on the template machine. Suppose you want to copy full clones, or you have 4 full clones there. If you delete the template machine, it doesn't matter to the full clones will work fine. They are independent machines, right? But full clone also gives you performance, but the main thing is they occupy a lot of space. If they occupy a lot of space, you're gonna run out of it soon, and somebody will delete your machines, and you're like stuck recreating all those machines. So make sure that you have only link clone right now. So the reason why we're going for, I just explained to you, we need space, but the performance will not be that good as full clone. So if you had a lot of space, we would have gone for full clone, but we have to go for link clone. At your own risk, you can go for full clone, but if anyone deletes the machine, that's your responsibility. Do not go for full clone, my suggestion. Okay, so I'm just gonna keep that link clone here and click next. Then now next thing is that we're gonna be creating 4 clones here. So let's just change the naming and the path here. So first we go for the name. Do not click the browse button here. Do not click the browse button here. So I'm just gonna remove this clone of template. And it will be your first name 01 VM. Oh, and well, instead of that, you can just put this. So your VM naming convention is your first name VM and dash COMP3108a, right? So that's the full name of your first machine on your physical disk. So I'm just gonna copy that as well, because your second, third, fourth machine will be obviously your first name 02, 03, 04, right? Nothing else changes here. So I'm just gonna copy that here, so I could use the same for the next clone, but of course I need to change the location. So I'm just gonna go back to, after copying the name up there, I'm gonna go down to the location window here. I'm not gonna click browse, do not click browse. So just go for selection here. You know what to do here. D:// COMP3108a. So that's the folder where you create the template machine. Now you're creating all your 4 clones there. So if that is done, take a screenshot here where it is of course clearly showing your name. So once you're done with the path and the name, take a screenshot here, take a screenshot, take a screenshot. So I need 3 more screenshots, obviously, of 3 more clones here, right? So at this exact stage, when you're done with clone 2, 3, and 4, just take a screenshot of those as well. So I'm just going to click finish here. If you're done with that and take a screenshot, click finish, done. So the clone got created, but it's going to totally depend on your template machine. Do not lose that. Click close, and in my case, I'm just going to drag it to this course folder here. So again, click that template machine, and now go for manage and clone. So again, click the template machine, go for manage and clone. And let's go for next. So no change here on this screen. It's the default, and until you reach the clone method. And of course, we're gonna stick to create a link clone and click next. I'm just gonna paste what I copied there before and simply change the machine number to 2, right? And obviously, once you change the machine number to 2, then just go ahead. You know what to do here. Just go carefully towards the name there, decor backslash COMP3108a, and take a screenshot here as well. So for the next 2 clones, at this stage when you're done, take a screenshot of those one by one as well. So this is the second one. I just changed the name. The rest is exactly the same like previous clone. The path is there, the name is there. If you've done that, taken a screenshot, click finito, and go for the third and fourth clone. But at this stage, you need to take a screenshot for each. So I'm just going to click finish now. Click finish, and it is done. Close, and that's our second clone. So let's go for third and fourth. So let's go to template VM here. Right click, manage, clone. We know the drill now. Next. Nothing here. Next. Create a link clone. Next. Control V. This time it's your first name 3 VM. And same thing here. Decolon backslash COMP3108a. Start case sensitive. So take a screenshot here, take a screenshot here, take a screenshot here, and click. Once you've done that, go ahead and click finish. And go for the fourth one. Let's go for template VM. Right click. Now you can do this with your eyes closed, but don't try it. Next, next, create a link clone, next, Control V. 4. Decolon backslash COMP3108a. 8a, click finish. So take a screenshot here, take a screenshot, and click finish. So all 4 machines created here, and we can, so now if all 4 machines are created here, the first machine here, if you click that first machine on the left side, select that first machine on the left side, on the right side you can see, of course, all 4 machines have 4 MB RAM. It's never going to start if it stays on 4 MB RAM. So we can divide them for that. But guys, the main thing here is that temporarily, let's configure server 1 first, right? Let's configure only server 1 first. And so let's temporarily give it 12 gigs RAM. Why? Because we need to install Active Directory, DNS, DHCP, configure DNS further, and configure DHCP as well, and then we have to do all the tasks for today on server 1. The rest are only going to join the domain. So this first server has to be temporarily fast. After that, we're going to change it to the required RAM usage as we planned on the diagram. So before we start that, let's click the memory here for your first M01 VM. Click the memory here and temporarily change it back to, oops, 12, right? Oops, oh well, it's not 1232. Yeah, 12416, right? So if you put that RAM there, this is temporary because we need to install a lot of software. If you kept it on 2 GB, that's going to take forever, right? So 12 GB temporarily, then we're going to change it back. So press OK, and after you've changed the RAM to 12 GB here, temporarily power on. Do not start any other servers, just this one. We can just then concentrate on installing all the applications. If you see that, just do you want to connect to this virtual device every time you power on? Corresponding device is available on the host. Okay, no. I'm just going to click no here. Even if you by mistake press yes, it doesn't matter. So there's an O already. I hope there's no big error. So only start your first M01 VM, and we have already given it 12 gigs RAM, right? So we're going to be configuring a lot of stuff here. So let me know whenever you need a break or not need a break at all. Let me know that too. Oh. Oh. We all need a break or just one guy need a break? So oh, we all need a break? Well, it's a 20-minute break now or later. It's up to you. Well, okay, I'll wait while the class is going on, but if you want to take a break, maybe, 7 o'clock. The Tim Hortons gone already. Yeah. No, sure. Tim Hortons down there is already closed. Outside one is open. Oh, Scotiabank. Well, if you want, anyone left behind, like you need to do something, right? Other than so now the settings that will start, that will be pretty long, right? So if we are undecisive now, break? No? Carry on? Good. Okay. Minute. You sure? Okay, just kidding. Okay, guys, let's take a break. Yeah. So the class starts 12/7/22, and it's a 7:30. Oh, you don't want that long break? Okay. Yeah, it's a break, guys. 20 minutes. After that, that's it. We go straight till 10. Oh, you want that? Okay, half the class is gone. So they listen to 20 minutes. No, but we can have then 5-minute break as well. Later we can have 5-minute break as well, but right now we had 20 minutes. So other section, they just take one big break and then we keep on working.
It's only 7 o'clock until 10, it's 3 hours.
Yeah.
Even if you're going to have a half break.
So okay, we'll have a 5-minute break later whenever you want. When you're like, really, oh, come on, teach, that's enough for us. No, don't, no more. So did you have another class today?
No, this is our last class.
No, we had classes at.
In the morning?
Yeah.
Till 4 hour.
Yeah.
Oh, then you went and then come back and ooh, okay. So well, sir, some people heard 20 minutes, so it's 20 minutes for now. Next time, next class we'll decide.
So we decided that you'll do whatever.
Yeah. Okay, so or shall we wait for our comrades, or we go on? So the comrade is not there, right? We can start without that, right? Without them. So, okay guys, well, we can continue now, and 20 minutes have to be exactly 20 minutes, right? So, come before that. So, let's click the next button here, since there was no votes to wait. So, let's go ahead and click next here. Well, you may be there already, so skip, and then I accept. We know the drill. Give the class password here. Class password, click finito. Oh. Oh, wow, you're on time. That's good.
Very good.
Cool. That's good.
Did you leave the region as United States?
Well, there was, yeah. What was configured there? I think it was US Canada, Eastern, yes. So that's okay. So it's just when you have started that machine, there was no change. Click next, next, accept. That's it. There was no change when you were starting the machine. Click next, next, until you reach this screen and you give the class password, right? So if you have been on, if you were on that screen where it was going for accept, there was no change. Do not change anything. Next, accept, give the password. You should be on this screen now. So if you're on this screen, let's log in. Let me know if I'm going fast, so I can go faster. No, I'm just kidding. I'll go slower. So the class password you can use, or whichever password you want to go for, just make sure that you don't forget it. Otherwise, this is the class password here. So are we all logged in? Alright. So if I just click that here, so it would be your administrator. Once click the administrator, go ahead and then we just log in from the password we just gave.
Wait, how did you go into that login?
It was these three buttons to click that. Send, Control, Alt, Delete, and so let me know when everyone's there, or if so we can go ahead, or if you're reaching there I can wait. So we can go ahead. Yes. Okay, let's go ahead. Now lots of stuff to do. Active Directory, DNS. Oh, this means
Error message about VMware tools. Just press OK or cancel.
cancel.
Got it.
Cool. So if you're on this screen, then go for dashboard and go for add roles and features. That's to install Active Directory, DNS, DHCP, and try to configure the whole environment. So add roles and features. Let's click that, and then we can go for next. Role based or feature based installation. Nothing here. Next. Oh. Okay, that's bad. You know what? Everyone sees a weird name here? Yeah, so let's cancel out from here. Why? Because we need to first give a name and an IP and then take a snapshot and then come back and install Active Directory. So cancel out. And according to the diagram here, we have to give the machine a name. So your first name 01 and the static IP here. So this machine specifically, we're just working on machine 1 here, so or VM1, clone 1. So let's go ahead and give that name there. And first we give the static IP, then we give the name and restart. Then we take a snapshot of this configuration, just the name and IP, right? So let's just do it carefully here. Now, first of all, let's go to the local server, and we need to give the static IP first. So local server here, and go down to Ethernet 0. Let's select the Ethernet 0 and double click the Ethernet 0. We need to go to IPv4, right? So double click Ethernet 0 and then properties, uncheck v6, double click v4, uncheck v6, double click v4, and according to the diagram, our IP, so 192.168.200.1 tab 192.168.200. Well, gateway is also one. We don't have a gateway device here, so we can just give the gateway the same as our first machine. And we plan to install, so tab 192.168.200.1 here as well, because we plan to install DNS on this machine. So preferred DNS would be the IP of this machine. So make sure that your IP is exactly like this. If you have given this IP here, then let's go ahead, press OK. Given, right? So press OK, OK, close, given the IP, close. So at least the IP is given. I'm just going to click refresh here. So it should just, yep, it's there. Now let's just go for computer name as well and just simply rename that. So go above and click the computer name and then click change. And that's your first name 01. Your first name 01. So I could just make it a little bigger. So your first name 01, right? And then press OK, restart. So your first name 01 is there. Go ahead and press OK. Press OK again, close, and go ahead and restart now. Okay. Okay. That's a good view. Hey, how are you? Okay, so anyway, let's go ahead. And here, administrator for now, small BasicLab 123, the class password. Log in and let's just take a snapshot here. We will really save time if we do that, because we're going to take 2 snapshots, right? Snapshot is a like a backup of configuration of the virtual machine, right? So it's not exactly a backup, but it's like your machine has frozen into that configuration and saved somewhere else, right? So you want to go back to that configuration, it's good. You can just go back to this if you have a snapshot. So let's just create a snapshot where we have already given a static IP and renamed it and restarted it. So right click here on that your first name 01 VM on top if you've logged in already, and go back to this snapshot here and click take snapshot. So click take snapshot here, and what you write inside is that static IP given, renamed. That's it. So that's what we did. So if we come back to the snapshot, suppose we messed up our Active Directory, so we can at least know that these 2 things we don't have to do. But we're going to take the second snapshot when we have installed everything as per the diagram, Active Directory, DNS, DHCP, 390 usernames, and with PowerShell, and copy domain admin account. So when we are done all that, we're going to take a second snapshot as well. So we're taking snapshot, but whenever you want to revert to the snapshot, suppose you messed up, your machine is not good, before you go back to a snapshot, please do ask me before that. Before doing that, do ask me. So let's click take snapshot if you've written that, and this is snapshot 1 of your first machine here. So go ahead and click take snapshot. So once that is taken, we have saved this configuration. We can just go back to that configuration anytime. Let's go to our local server here. Now we can see that this is the machine name here, and this is the static IP here. So let's take a screenshot now. So take a screenshot. I guess it's 8th or 9th. So 9th, right? Okay, cool. So 9th, right? So if you've taken a screenshot here, let's go ahead. If you've taken a screenshot, so how do we go ahead? What we were doing before, let's go to the dashboard now. If you've taken a screenshot, click the dashboard and go to add roles and features. Let's quickly install Active Directory, DNS, DHCP. So click add roles and features. And once you've clicked that, so it's before you begin, and click next, nothing here. Role based or feature based installation, yes, this is the one, no change here. Next, then of course we need to have that computer name here and your static IP. If that's the same, it's good. Let's click next, nothing here. So here we need to add 2 roles here. One is Active Directory Domain Services, and the other one is DHCP. DNS will be installed with Active Directory, so we don't have to separately select the DNS from here. So let's click the Active Directory second one here, which is Active Directory Domain Services, and press Add Features. So that's the first one. We don't have to select DNS. Then we can go for DHCP because later we're going to install that too. So click DHCP as well and click Add Features. So once we have selected these two, take a screenshot here. Where, whichever screenshot you take now, your name must be there, right? So this name that is appearing there now, your first name 01 VM, this should be there, right? So take a screenshot here, So I'll be checking screenshots, and I do check a lot and do catch a lot. I could miss, but so if I do catch a lot, so I'll just email you that, hey, can you correct this screenshot here? I can't see your name there. So I'm just saying that again and again. Now you have your named machines there, so every screenshot must have your name now, right? So once these two are selected and you've taken a screenshot here, maybe it's okay, 11th one, sorry, 11th, right? So next, nothing in the features, so keep going, next, and then Active Directory Domain Services, nothing here, next, and DHCP server, nothing here, next. Then let's click restart here and press yes, because if it needs a restart, it will do a restart. If it doesn't need a restart, it will decide and will not do a restart. So leave the decision on that and go ahead and click install now. So, okay, so you do see two of those links there. One is promote the server to a domain controller. Second is complete DHCP configuration. Obviously, we're going for the first one here, promote the server to a domain controller. So everyone on this screen, right? Okay. So let's go ahead, click the promote this server to a domain controller. Let's go ahead and click that. Once we click that, you will see this. So we need to create the new environment. Which option do we select here? Create a? Add a new forest, right? So that was easy. Okay. So let's click the third one, add a new forest, and just give it virtual domain.local. Virtual domain.local. And I need to drag it up a little because I can't see that. So virtual domain.local and click next. So there's that forest functionality level, domain functionality. DNS is now selected here. It's going to configure the DNS with forward lookup zone, but we will be configuring reverse lookup zone ourselves. Global catalog server is selected, and it cannot be a RODC. We understand that. So let's just give the class password here. So wherever it asks for a password, it's the class password. Small ABC, capital ABC, keep pressing shift 1 to 3. And click next. So if you're on the screen, DNS options, so it is looking for a local DNS server here. It's not able to find that because we're in the process of installing right now a DNS server. So it's okay, we can ignore that. Basically, we can't do anything anyway on this page. So click next. And this is just NetBIOS domain name. So it's single name access to Active Directory. Some legacy applications, older applications are programmed to connect to the Active Directory with a single name. So we can change that, but we don't have to. So let's go next. Well, if you see that it pops up in front of you, just go ahead and click next. So then the paths here, so the database folder and the log files for the Active Directory. Sysvault folder is used to deploy group policies and scripts across the domain. So the paths are just default, it's okay. No change here, click next. So this is the summary here. Hopefully no one clicked next here. So obviously in the summary, go ahead and take a screenshot. With the first part only, you don't have to drag down here, do that, just the first part. Whatever is covered in the summary, obviously do make sure that your name is showing there. So your name is showing there and the summary is showing and your name. So if the screenshot is taken here, take a screenshot, If it's taken, click next. And then it's gonna go for prereqs and click install. It's gonna restart automatically. So if you're there, that's it. Click install. So now it's gonna restart automatically. So go ahead and click install. While this is going on, guys, can you just confirm that in your C drive prototype folder, do you have any software called System Center Virtual Machine Manager? System Center Virtual Machine Manager, or SCVMM, or System Center Virtual Machine Manager. You have it. Okay, cool.
2012.
Yes, 2012, exactly. System Center Virtual Machine Manager, and you have SQL Server 14. Obviously, you have it, right? SQL Server 14 as well. Please do make sure. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So if it restarts here, it's okay. Let it restart here. So resuming. So what we need to do next is if we go back to our diagram here. So Active Directory DNS has been installed. We need to just further configure DNS as best practice in the companies there, in the production environments there, and then we're going to configure DHCP as well, and then 390 users that we need to configure. So yikes. Pausing. Resuming now. So
I remember you passed something.
what did we miss? Huh?
Like, I remember you passed something, or you just clicked it or something before you started.
Yeah, I was just checking my drive, so then I paused it. But so guys who are looking at the video now, in future you will be looking at it. Yes, you. Oh, whoever's looking at the video will be saying, "Whoa, who's he talking about now?" So, so what we did was seriously, what did we do? So okay, wait. So what we were doing, don't follow this, because administrator, we were in the administrator account, right? Video. I'm talking to video. Yes, you. So, and dear video, I was doing this, tools, and I went here, virtual domain.local, then I went here, users, right? So, and then I went do this, administrator and copy, and then I did this, I created this account, right? So this will be your first name, right? So put your first name admin, and then put your so click next here. Once you've done that, because I did that already, so just go ahead to the next screen and put your password here. I'm just showing you the next screen as well, video, and then put the password here. Nothing to check here. Then next, finish. Do that. Once you're done with that, I'm just going to cancel out because I already created that. Then what we were doing was we're just going to right click and sign out from here, and now we were here that we are about to sign in from our new account that we just created. Okay, video? Yes. Okay, let's continue. Other user? So let's just go for your first name and admin and the class passwords. Enter. So your first name, admin, and class password. Once we log in from that, only use this one. So at any stage, I would be asking that just open the command prompt and run who am I. So it should just give you this account, this username that you've logged in now. So if you see this, it's okay now to press OK here, because this is going to make it user-friendly screen. If you have pressed cancel, that no big deal. But if you see this, because the account finally that you will be using, it's good to press OK for that. And once you press OK for that, it's gonna kick you out. So press OK, out. But when you log in, it's gonna be a bit more user-friendly. So your first name admin here and the password again. Okay, so just to check what we were doing, well, why did we just create our first name admin account? So if you're logged in successfully, then go down here, right click, and you can see command prompt admin. So open the command prompt admin here and type the command who am I. So command prompt admin here, press yes, and just go for who am I. Enter. So take a screenshot of this. So this is the end of our lab, and now we're gonna just go home. No, I'm just kidding. No. Whenever a new guy comes, or whenever somebody comes back, then I say, this is the end of our lab now. So, oh, it's not funny? Come on, it's funny for us. But yeah, it's gonna really shock the guy who's coming from outside. But then I admit right away, hey, I was kidding. So, so here, screenshot taken, right? And this is 14th. Anyone take account? 14th.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I can remember things. White here, right? Normally I don't. So, Okay, let's go ahead. And so we need to make our DNS configuration just like in production environment as you would do as a system administrator there. So first of all, there's a command called nslookup. NS means name server or DNS, and lookup means search. So NSLOOKUP. So once you click nslookup, what you see is that it's not giving the correct name of the server, which is your first name 01 dot virtual domain dot local. That's where it's supposed to give the FQDN of the server or the fully qualified domain of that server, but it's giving instead localhost. And second thing is the preferred DNS is also wrong IP here. So we need to fix that, and it should give you your first name 01 dot virtual domain dot local and 192.168.200.1 here. Supposed to. It's supposed to do that, right? So let's fix that. And so do not close this, just minimize it. Minimize this because we're going to come back to this screen. So what we need to do first is just fix our preferred DNS. So let's go to local server here. Let's go to local server and then go down to Ethernet 0. Ethernet 0. And then, well, just go to the IP address area there. So Ethernet 0 again. Properties. Oh, okay. And v4. So it's okay if it has removed the default gateway. If it finds itself as the default gateway, it normally removes it, which is okay. But this is not okay. When it was restarting, it found itself as a DNS, so it pointed to itself. 127.0.0.1 means it's pointing to itself right now. Loopback address. So let's remove that and put back. This only happens once. Once now we correct it, it's not gonna happen again, right? So let's just put that IP back there and press OK. So we just put the IP back, nothing else. You don't have to put that back here, the gateway, it's okay. So press OK here if you've done that, and OK, and close and close. Okay, so that's one thing. Second thing is that it's a best practice to create a reverse lookup zone as well in DNS, in production environments in the companies. So let's go to tools here and go down to DNS. Go to tools, go down to DNS here. Once you click the DNS, so now you see that it's your first name 01. Expand that, and you see forward lookup zone that resolves host names to IP addresses. Reverse lookup zone that resolves IP addresses to host names, right? So if I expand the forward lookup zone here, expand that, you will see your zone virtual domain dot local zone is created here. If you click virtual domain dot local, like select it, so on the right side you can see your first name 01, which is the name of your computer, first computer, and the IP here. So that's called a record. Now if you don't touch this DNS server at all, your name resolution is working fine, and without name resolution, of course, Microsoft network cannot survive, right? So your name resolution is working fine, but we can still go for best practice, which is that reverse lookup zone should be created for big enterprise applications like Exchange Server, which is for emails, right? Maybe you've heard about that, Exchange Server, right? For emails. So it's a good practice to create a reverse lookup zone. Also, if you have Linux environment. So anyone has done Linux course here? You all have done, right? Red Hat Linux, or like any specific name for that, or
Like which type of Linux did we use?
yeah, which
We used OpenSUSE.
okay, and Red Hat, okay,
Ubuntu.
Ubuntu, okay, cool. Okay, reverse lookup zone. So if you have Linux environments, and majority of the companies, you will see Microsoft and Linux environments there. So, well, that's good that you have knowledge of Linux as well and commands. So reverse lookup zone then can help Linux machines connect to your Microsoft machines as well. So let's go to that. It is not configured. It is not configured by default. Only Active Directory DNS installation only configures for us automatically the forward lookup zone. It does not configure for us reverse lookup zone. So we're gonna configure that ourselves. Right click here on reverse lookup zone and click new zone. So once you click new zone here, and then click next. So it's the primary zone, secondary zone, stub zone. So primary zone is the read and write copy of DNS, secondary zone is the read-only copy of DNS, and then stub zone is just intelligent pointer for name resolutions. It points towards either the primary zone or secondary zone for name resolution. So store the zone in Active Directory just means that DNS is integrated with Active Directory, so Active Directory is secure with encryption, so DNS communication will be secure as well. So we can just leave it like this and click next. And then this does not apply to us because it this page talks about multiple DNS servers. You want to inform the other DNS servers about this change that you're about to make. So we just have one DNS server, right? So this page doesn't apply. So whatever selected is okay. Click next. We're going to use IPv4 reverse lookup zone, which is okay, and click next. And it only asks for a network name. So, well, it's the network range, not name. So 192.168.200 here. It doesn't go for a client IP. It just is asking for a network range. Once you have given that,
Yeah, mine either.
so everyone good, right?
I can't.
Oh,
That's it.
okay. Good? Okay. So, everyone good, right? So, click next. And allow only secure dynamic updates, recommended for Active Directory. This option is available for Active Directory integrated zones. So, we're going to just stick to this. And this just means that secure means that if the other DNS server is joined to the domain, so Active Directory knows that machine. This means Active Directory thinks that it is a secure DNS, right? So if it is non-secure and secure, this means that maybe the DNS is on a machine that is not joined to the domain, or it is on a machine that is Linux, that's not even Microsoft. So in that case, you go for non-secure and secure. And of course, dynamic means automatic, so we want automatic updates. So we're going to stick to secure dynamic updates. We just have one DNS. It doesn't apply anyway to us. So click next. And that's it. Finito. Now, once we configure this, now again I'm saying that you don't, it's not compulsory to configure that, but for best practice for medium to large size environments where you have like 5,000 up to 100,000 users, that's where you should have it, right? So big enterprise applications and then mixed environment, Microsoft Linux, they all require that. So let's go to your first name 01, the name of the first server, and then refresh this couple of million times. Whoa, the poor mouse. Okay, not that many times, but anyway. So once that is done, we can just close the DNS now. We can close the DNS now, and I hope that command prompt is still open. Command prompt is still open. So it's right now in the interactive mode of NS lookup. You have to control C out of this. So control C out of this. So now you're out of it. What you need to run is that command again, NS lookup, and it should give you that FQDN now with the correct IP. So up arrow and NS lookup is there. Enter. So there you go. It doesn't work. So it should not give you unknown, right? So if it is giving you unknown, so there are two commands that we can run now. ipconfig flush DNS and ipconfig register DNS, right? So it better work out for that. Okay, anyway, so control C out of that and the two commands. Now, any of those steps, because they're in the video as well, and I know that nobody watches 4-hour torture or 4-hour videos, so but you know, it could come in the quiz. Any of those steps, right? So ipconfig, the two commands are ipconfig, and these are used for any DNS troubleshooting, these two commands. ipconfig flush DNS, register DNS, right? Especially flush DNS. So again, ipconfig space / flush DNS and enter, right? So it removes all the already cached DNS settings here, and then up arrow again, but this time ipconfig space / register DNS. Register DNS. and enter. So it's okay. It will give you 2 lines there, which is okay. That if there are any errors, then it will show it in the event viewer, which is okay. You know, that's just a general message there. So it means that both ran okay. But then if we run that command nslookup again, so does it give us your first name 01 dot virtual domain dot local full FQDN or not? So if I go for up arrow, nope, not this, up arrow, nope, not this, up arrow again, nslookup, right? So enter, now it does, right? So if you see that, yes, how'd you know that? Screenshot, exactly. Well, I was thinking whether to do it or not, but he reminded me, so grab him after the class, right?
Yeah, we saw it.
We still have a lot, you're right. Yep. Sorry again?
When I reduce the business, I don't get a sentence.
You don't get the same IP?
It says required operation.
Did you change the IP in the preferred DNS as we did? Yeah, screenshot this one. Better cover the 2 commands as well in this screenshot. nslookup, well, the IP config, flush DNS and register DNS. Cover those 2 commands here in one screenshot. Yeah. Yeah, it's okay. But flush didn't work, so it must be the spellings then. Oh, admin privileges. Did you right click the command prompt with admin privileges?
I did now.
Oh, okay.
So should I just leave it as register?
Yeah, if you got this result, you're good already. But whenever we do a flush and register, we have to open the command prompt with admin privileges, right? So you're good, right?
Yeah,
Okay, and thank you. So here, once we've done that and you've taken a screenshot here, that's gonna be 15th, I guess. We still have 10 left. Right. Woohoo! We're going there. Cool. So, it's maximum 25 instead of 40, 50, 60 screenshots. That's different from last course for other section. But I was thinking of that minimum and maximum 25. So some students just go for, when they're following the video, they just put the first screenshot on the start and the last screenshot on the end, and leave me to figure out that, hey, did you do all the tasks? Because they are on the last correct screen, so I am supposed to then think that, oh yeah, he did everything. But now I should not be giving him marks because you did all the effort of 25 screenshots, and he or she at home did that with 2 screenshots. So less effort, less marks, more effort, proper marks, more marks, right? So that's the rule for everyone. I'm going to tell the tomorrow section as well. Those who are not intending to attend the class and follow the video, I have given that facility myself, but you better have 25 screenshots. Well, you're listening to the video. Who was listening to the video? Yes, you. Video. You, yeah. So whenever they listen, they will be like, whoa, they'll be spooked out if they are listening to it at midnight. Whoa. All of a sudden he's talking to me. I wish there was a software, virtual. At when the hand comes out. I thought, whoa, what is that? Maybe hologram, something. Some technology might work. So anyway, once we have gone for DNS here, we don't need that anymore, so we can just close this. So we're just configuring our environment according to the best practices, and that it would not hurt, just stop us in the course when we are implementing some more complicated stuff on top of that. So Active Directory DNS are okay. The copy domain admin account is okay. If we go for the diagram to follow what we have done, what we need to do still. So here, yes, so AD DNS, DHCP is not done, 300 users are not done, and copy domain is done, and yeah, the domain has been created there. So we need to do 2 things now. First of all, DHCP, then second thing is the 390 users. So let's do these 2. and then we can go for other machines as well. So let's minimize this. Okay, here, so zoom. So we can just go for this yellow triangle here on top, and we can check this complete DHCP configuration, because the initial files, the DLLs of the DHCP role were installed. Let's just go for complete DHCP configuration and click it. So what it does is it's going to create two security groups here, DHCP administrators and users, and DHCP is going to ask Active Directory, hey Active Directory, can I work, may I work, and Active Directory will say yes you can. So Active Directory will authorize, right? So let's go ahead and click next. So make sure that it's not administrator showing here. It's not, right? It's your first name admin showing here, so that's good. Okay, anyone wants a screenshot here? What kind of question is that? So yeah, well, no, I'm running out of screens here to take a screenshot. So take a screenshot here, take a screenshot, take a screenshot. You know, it's still good because previous course I'm telling again and again, 40, 50, 60 screenshots. So that was wow. So yeah, it changes here. Okay, so if the screenshot taken, which is 16th screenshot now, so we got 9 more. Yes. Okay, so but the main thing is we understand what we're doing. We install Active Directory for authentication, DNS for name resolution, and DHCP now. Because we're going to create virtual machines there, they're going to get IP from DHCP. They should. Okay, so here, if that is done, click commit. And do we all see done here? Okay, so click close. So done here, click close. So let's configure DHCP now, because this was still the basic authentication to be asked from Active Directory. So let's just go for our DHCP. So click the tools here and go to this DHCP and open the console. So here we can just expand the name of your server DHCP and then expand the IPv4, and right click on IPv4 and click the new scope. Right click IPv4 and click the new scope. So let's click the new scope here, and welcome to the new scope wizard. Next. So here your name, your first name, scope. Wow, every portion of this lab has your name. Ta-da! So it will be easy for me to mark now, right? Cool. Okay. So your first name, scope, and click next. And the IP range we can give is 192.168.200.50 up to 100. Tab 192.168.200.100. So 50 IP addresses, we're not gonna use that much, but anyway, we're just giving some DHCP range here. So if it's 50, so now you could just take a screenshot here and make sure that on the left side your name is showing there, or on the top your name is showing here, and this setting is showing. So take a screenshot, 17th. Okay, screenshot taken, let's click next. Oops. We're good, right? Okay. So next. And no exclusion range here, we don't need that. Click next. Lease duration 8 days, which is okay, we don't need that. Click next. Yes, I want to configure these options now. That's okay. Next. Right? And the gateway. So whichever clients, virtual machines we create in the hypervisor, we need to give the IP there. So 192. So they need to have the gateway. Which gateway is this? So 2.1 is the gateway, and click add here. Okay, let's click add here. If you've added that, click next. So it correctly checks that our domain name is this and the preferred DNS IP is this. If it is the correct information, same information with you as well, click next. Nothing here. And when server we're not going to use that, it is going to be deprecated by Microsoft. Windows Internet Naming Services, it's also just name resolution, but just for Windows machines. DNS is a name resolution for Linux, Windows, and any other type of machines over the internet and on the network. So no configuration here, click next. And yes, I want to activate this scope. Next. Oh, there's no summary detailing all the information, right? So okay, anyway, click finito. Okay, so we're done with that, right? So DHCP should be working. Actually, we need to check that. So let's. Okay, if we give the IP of RAM 2 GB to the second machine here, then it will start. We can check DHCP there if it gets it or not. And this already has 12 GB. Total we have 16 GB, right? So it still has some RAM to breathe. So let's go for server 2 here. We do need to configure all those 3 servers as well as per the next section. We're going to try to go ahead of the next section today. We'll try at least. So the second machine, let's go there. It's already 4 MB, so we need to start it. So let's just give it 2 GB now. So go to the second machine, click the memory, and give it 2 GB. 2 GB here, right? And start the machine. I hope it starts today. Oops, if this comes, it's okay. No, and go ahead. So some of the students got the marks for the first lab already, right? So yeah, what about the first lab? You have to upload something because that was just free marks, right? For doing, you know. Yeah, but you need to upload something for me to give you marks. So you can just get their screenshot. Yeah. So this is for lab 2, which is a bit different, a lot different now, of course. But that was not your fault. On any one of your fault. So that's why I'm giving free marks. I never did that before, actually. This is a stunt I'm just pulling out right now. So. Okay, so are we there on this setting? And English, United States, it's okay. Keyboard layout and country or region. Anyway, so click next. And no product key here, skip. And accept the license agreement, right? So it's nothing to change there. And give the password. So guys, those who haven't put anything on day 1, just put the document with your name and stuff, and try to check your classmates' screenshot. But it was something that, well, it was a good start, free marks. So, but yeah, it's gonna get tougher. So administrator here, and let's just go for. So as soon as it connects, as soon as you log in, What IP are you supposed to get on machine 2? Anyone can tell me that? What IP are we supposed to get on machine 2?
51.
Okay, anyone else? So you're saying 51. Anyone else agreeing to that? Disagreeing to that? 51 is... So 51, anyone agreeing to or disagreeing? 50? So why not 51? Why 50? 50 is first available address, exactly. So we started from 50, so the first available address should be there. So if you see this blue bar here, yes, and if you press OK also, that doesn't matter. And cancel out for this one because this is not the final account we're using. We're using a local administrator account right now. So what I want to see here is what is the IP that it received. So I'm just going to go to local server here. I hope everyone's logged in already. And local server of your first name 02, second VM, and then go to the Ethernet 0 here. Double click Ethernet 0 and go to details only. This one, details, right? So once you click details, yes, it is 50. So we're just checking if the DHCP is working fine. It is working fine, right? So we actually want to give static IP here because in a company, in data centers, servers are critical resources. So you need to give static IP to the servers, right? Not the DHCP. So let's close that. And since we are here on second VM, so you can just go to the properties here, give the name, give the IP, static IP there as per the diagram, which is just 202. So I'm just going to click the properties of the second VM here since we're here, right? So, and we don't want this critical resource. Any server is a critical resource because hundreds of users may connect to that during the peak times. Critical resource should always, network critical resource should always be on static IP. So uncheck V6, double click V4, and according to the diagram, it's supposed to be 2, right? So it's 192.168.200.2, tab 192.168.200.1, tab 192.168.200.1. And of course we need to rename and restart this, and your first name 02 would be the name of this second VM operating system. So if this IP has been given here, go ahead and press OK. And OK here, and close. We got it. Close. So we're back to local server on second VM here. So you could just go for computer name and just rename it to your first name 02. So click change here, your first name 02. And OK, restart. Close, restart. Well, okay, so that's a good idea. We can join to domain right now as well in one go. Instead of 2 restarts, in one restart we can just rename it and join the domain as well. So are we still on this page or we're not? So some of us went ahead, so I'm just going to go ahead as well and press OK, but can I go back after that? Yeah, that's what I was saying. So if I click OK and close and then click change here, now I have to restart to come back. So go ahead and restart. So yeah, I was saying that, but if you want to go ahead and join the domain now, it's okay, go ahead because there's no screenshot here. Otherwise, restart now. Once you restart and log in back again, join the domain and restart again. Click again, local administrator. So once we're logged in again, go to the local server, just join it to domain and restart again. And from now on, after it is joined the domain, we only log in from your first name admin account. So Once it has been renamed and restarted, click the work group and click change domain. I hope we know this process anyway from previous courses maybe, so just go for so virtual, it's not case sensitive, virtual domain dot local. If the VM nets are the same, it's gonna work. So virtual domain dot local, press OK. Well, yeah, I think they're all on VMware 15 or VMware 8. 15, they're on 15, right? So that's good. So okay, so we can just go for your first name admin and the class password, and press OK, and that's it. Join the domain, restart. Okay, and go ahead and restart. Close, close, restart now. So the second machine got restarted, joined the domain and restarted as well. That's good. That's okay. So when the second machine just comes back again, you know, we could have taken a screenshot before joining the domain, but some of us were had joined the domain and some of us afterwards joined the domain. So once you log in from your first name admin, just go ahead and log in and then take a screenshot of this machine. So my machine has been restarted after joining the domain, so I'll just log in from other user, second VM. I'm logging in by clicking the back or switch user icon. I'll go to other user here on second VM, and onwards we are only logging in from your first name admin and the password. We are only logging in from your first name admin from every machine. We still have 1.5 hours. Yeah, we can achieve a lot. Woohoo! Yes. Okay. Kind of excitement. So VMware tools here. Yes, this is the account that we will be using. So I will press OK because these tools will make it user friendly. So when you log in first time from any machine with your first name admin and this comes, you can just press OK that time. So it's gonna kick me out, but it's gonna just make that screen more user friendly, and then I'll just log in again. So once you're finally logged in with your first name admin to the second VM, now we can take that snapshot 1 of second VM. So let's go for right click here, go to snapshot. If you're logged in, yep. You have logged in?
No, I logged in and I don't have the
Oh, if you don't have it, it's not that big deal. So normally it pops up. Maybe it popped up, or maybe there's some service that. So if it doesn't pop up, it's like not a big deal. So we don't need a screenshot for that, but. Yeah, if somebody doesn't see that, maybe you've clicked cancel to that VMware tools, it doesn't matter. It's okay, right? So snapshot here, guys. If you have logged into that machine, second VM with your first name admin, so take a snapshot here now. Let's click the take snapshot, not screenshot, snapshot, right?
Oh, this is on that, so that's no.
So it is, yeah, see that? So if you're logged in, then right click here, and this is it. And take snapshot, and just simply, this is snapshot 1 of second VM here, right? So it is, we can just give that static IP given. The more detail, the better always, because if you want to come back to the snapshot, so you need as much detail, because then you would know this is something that you don't need to do, and you can go ahead from here. So static IP given, renamed, and join to domain. and logged in from your first name admin. And it is 8:38 and we are in George Brown. This is in Toronto. No, just kidding. Okay, so no, we can't give that much detail. No. So let's go ahead and if you have written this much, that is okay. Go ahead, take snapshot. So maybe you're writing. I'm just gonna wait. If everyone has written it, so go ahead and take snapshot. So the second machine has snapshot. We tested the DHCP as well. It's joined to the domain. That's good enough. But still, we just wanted to test DHCP. That's why we started the second machine. Since we started the second machine, we configured it as well. But let's just go to the first machine and complete the remaining tasks on that, because we ultimately need to change its RAM back to, it's right now on 12 GB. We don't need that. We need to give RAM to other machines as well. So let's just finish the tasks on the first server. So if we go down to the diagram now, so here we now require just 390 users to be created there, and this will go a long way, because at the after the midterm we're going to be starting AWS, and that's totally on the cloud. Not exactly totally. There would be one or two machines we still need. The other two machines we may not need that. Then so the main thing is that those 390 users, we will be trying to put them on cloud as well. So how do we do that? We're going to see that. But right now, let's create the 390 users in Active Directory. How do we do that? Now, I have uploaded those two files that I was saying before. So you can go to your section there in week 2, and you can see these two files there. So one is the PowerShell file that ends with .ps1. The other one is the .csv file that is all the 390 users. So you can download on your desktop, but where do you exactly put inside your first VM? Let me show you that. So on your first VM, let's go down to your yellow folder or the file explorer here on your first VM. Go down to your file explorer and then click this PC. We need to go to the C drive and create a folder called scripts. Inside there we're going to paste those files. So I'm just going to go for this PC here and just click the C drive. So in first VM, right, that's the first VM. And then once you're in the C drive, right click and just create a new folder called scripts. Scripts. Because then from PowerShell, we're going to go through PowerShell, we're going to run this, and it's going to create all the users in our Active Directory users and computers. So if you created a folder called scripts, go inside the folder. It should be an empty folder. Now you need to download those two files and paste it inside this scripts folder. So download those two files, paste it inside this scripts folder. So, well, in my case, I have it in my laptop. Okay. Central Soft, scripts, and so these are the two files. And once you download, one is the CSV, one is the PS1 PowerShell file. So I'm just going to copy both and simply go to my machine 1 where it's already C drive scripts folder is open. Right click here and paste.
Wait, you downloaded it, right, from the platform.
This is the VM.
Oh, it's not. But it's not downloading.
You did a model?
I downloaded from that. You downloaded that.
You did a model. Not the VM. I'm not yet on the VM. Yeah.
My bad. Brand, right? Yeah, so I just bring it in here. Did you name it lab users?
Yes, the second file is, these are the two files here.
Yeah.
Yes, the second file is lab users.
Why is it so funny?
Oh, okay, let me check. So guys, I'm pausing. So here, if you have these two files already done, everyone done, right? Copy paste, right? So now we can just go down to this PowerShell icon here, this one, and first of all, right click on top of that, and again right click on top of that. So then you see this. So I hope everyone sees that. If everyone sees that, go ahead, right click like this exactly, and run as administrator. So that's what you want. So I'm just going to click on run as administrator now. Okay, and press yes. So we have this PowerShell. So in the IT industry, especially in the Windows world, all the Microsoft applications that you see, suppose you get a job there and you get a network job as well as Windows application job. So PowerShell would be one of the most crucial things that you need to know to automate all the tasks there, right? So, but you guys didn't go for the Jackie's PowerShell course, right? It was not in your program, I guess.
But we have some users a Windows server.
Oh, okay. Some of the PowerShell you did work on. Okay, that's good. Nice. So here, what we need to do is we need to go to that folder, right? So it's in C drive, and the folder name is scripts. So we can just put cd/ here and press enter. dir for contents. So cd/ and press enter first of all, and dir contents. So the scripts folder is there, yes. So just go inside the scripts folder, cd space scripts, enter. We're inside the scripts folder now, and then dir to see the contents of that scripts folder. So if you do that, you can see the two files there now. I hope everyone is able to see the files. So the file that we need to execute is the .ps1. So it starts with CREATE. So what we can do is just put the first few letters there, CRE. Suppose you put that, that's the only file that starts with this name, and then press tab. So tab not only auto completes the correct file, it also puts it in the, it detects that it is right now a PS1 file, which means this is a PowerShell file that can be executed. So it puts it in the execution format as well. So if you put it on // and the file name and it ends with .ps1, so you can run this file, you can execute this file, right? So so pressing tab, if it's looking like this, then oh, he said that again. So grab him after the class. So take a screenshot here. I was thinking not to say that. No, just kidding. So so take a screenshot here. But that's your 18th. I guess it is 18th screenshot. Oh, 7 more. Ta-da. 7 more to go. Oh, it's 1 more hour left. So enter. So you've taken a screenshot, right? So if you're taking a screenshot, press enter. So it should open like this. So what it's looking for is the other file, which is in the scripts folder. So it is looking for the other file. Double click that other file, or double click the scripts folder that you see right away, and double click this file here, lab users. As soon as you double click, it starts creating all those user accounts inside Active Directory. I hope it worked for everyone. Cool. That is so cool, right? This is the magic. Okay, so once it is done for me, right? So if it is done, so let's see the proof. Did it really create 300 users? So where do we go and check it out? So exactly, Active Directory users and computers. So go to Server Manager again, Server Manager here, and then go on the top here, Tools, and this. Active Directory users and computers. So let's click that Active Directory users and computers, and then we go down to virtual domain.local, right? So expand that, and do you see this now? Exchange users container. So if you click that, so all users are created here. So now, of course, this would be the best, another screenshot here, but make sure that your machine name on the top is showing, and exchange users you have selected, and on the right side all the users are showing here, right? So take a screenshot in a way that your machine name is showing on the top, ultimately your name is showing there, exchange users, and then the names. So if the screenshot has been taken, so now down to, so this is going to be 19th screenshot. This means 6 more to go. So I have to select carefully. Ta-ta-da. Okay, so here we have done, according to the diagram, what we were supposed to do here. So if I go back to the diagram to just see the progress here, well, as far as the first machine is concerned, it is done. But the second machine is also done. As far as it's concerned, it's supposed to be a member server. But now we need to divide the rest of the machines all in this RAM configuration. So we need to shut down the first machine, first VM here, and change its RAM down from 12 GB to 2 GB, and then start this. Then we go for the second machine, shut it down, and then increase its RAM to 6 GB. And then this third machine and fourth machine, 4 GB now. We still need to configure those. We still need to join them to the domain, the 4 GB machines there, right? So, but let's just start them all and check that our physical machine is okay with these 4 machines, or it just said, whoa, I give up now. Okay, you can't run 4 machines on me. So let's check our physical machines now. Actually, they're good, but let's see how good. So let's shut down our first VM here. Right click, power, and shut down. Do not power off, because this means you're pulling the plug. So it does not wait for all the services to properly shut down. So always go for shutdown guest that waits for all the services to properly shut down, and then it shuts down the whole machine. So let's click that shutdown guest. Well, we have clicked that, so let's go for the second machine. It is powered on anyway, so shut down the second VM as well. Wow, at 9 o'clock it sounds so good, shut down, right? That could really mean that we can go home. Oh, it hurts when we're not going home, right? Ouch. So yeah, but we need to go ahead of the next section, right? So, well, you know, tomorrow they're just gonna fly way ahead. So anyway, we can try. So once we have shut down this machine here, we can just change the memory to 2 GB. So click the memory for the first VM here. So click that, and then we can just put it down to 2 gigs here. This one, 2 gigs. And well, that's it. Press OK. Right? So the first machine is 2 gigs from 12 gigs. So once it is this, go ahead and power on. So make sure it is 2 gigs now, and power on. Second thing is, the second machine was down as well. It was 2 gigs, but we can give it 6 gigs now, because it's gonna stay that way for the, you know, pretty much the whole course. So click the memory for the second VM and give it 6. It doesn't have 6 here, so we're just gonna drag it up to that 6208. 6208. So if I keep it 6208 and click anywhere else, yes, it goes to 6.1 here. So it's okay. So as long as it's, so you can just type directly here 6208 and or just drag it like that. So if that is done, press OK here as well. If that is done, press OK here as well. And power on this one as well. Now the first and second machines are already. No, it's okay. So yeah, we need some distraction anyway. I'm just bored to death now doing this. So anyway, that's good. So here, in the morning college somewhere else, I was doing the same. The course started there as well. Some other course, MCSA course. So I was doing the same old things there. So I'm like, whoa, 4 hours up in the morning, exactly same. But then they go different in second, third class. You go different ways. Okay, anyway, so this is your third machine. Let's just configure that as well quickly. So these are both 4 gigs. Let's give them and start them, right? So we need to see how will our physical PC respond to all these 4 machines with that much RAM, right? So, and we haven't installed the big software yet, the big 2 software actually. SCVM and SQL Server. So that's going to be brutal actually. So let's see how our physical machines survive. Well, we have to really push it. So third machine here, 4 GB. So click the memory on third VM here and 4 gigs. 4096 is okay, 4 gigs and
From an error message says no physical memory is available at the location required. I did.
yeah, check the first one if it is not 12 GB.
So the first one you said?
Yep.
It's, the first one is 2 GB.
Oh.
And then the second one,
Which was the one you just covered?
and then the second one is 6 GB.
Wow.
Third one, oh, okay.
So give that one to. Just close the whole VM.
Shut it off.
Not 3. So how many gigabytes does the third machine have?
For a third and fourth have 4. So I'll just put the map here.
That's what I did. Okay, so they both have 4. The last one.
2644.
That's the third one. I'm gonna shut it off and then turn it back on. And that one's 4 as well.
No, it should be 2244. Oh no, 6.
2644.
I'm still getting errors.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, we're fine.
2644.
Yeah, well, this is the 4th one I'm checking. It's 4. Oh, it's gigabytes.
Yeah, it's mega gigabytes. Oh, no, but you have to power off. These are very small, million steps. That's a lot. So it would be
2644. If we all done it and did it start for everyone, no errors till now, right? So we need to log into machine 3 here and just join it to domain with this IP and this name, of course, we know the drill. And then the 4th machine also this IP and this name. So okay. So I'm just going to go for 3rd machine here. And it's the same drill now that we've done before as well. So click next on the 3rd machine. I'm on the 3rd machine now. And click next. And skip. And accept. Same what we did on 2nd machine. Give the password there. And finito. And then just log in, send, control or delete from the 3 buttons there. go to local administrator for now and log into third machine. Oh, am I recording? Yeah. So since I'm logged in from local administrator, I'm just going to cancel out for this VMware tools. When I log in from your first name admin, then I will just go for that. So the same drill here now, that I'm just going to go for local server here for this third VM and put its static IP according to the diagram there. So it will be 203 now. Ethernet 0, properties, uncheck v6, double click v4, and the static IP there. So 192.168.200.3, tab 192.168.200.1, tab, and 192.168.200.1. So once that is done, press OK, then go ahead and rename and actually just try to give a domain name now at the same time. So we're just going to click close here, and once we are renaming, that same time we can just in one restart rename and domain join as well. So click the on machine 3 now, click the computer name, click the change button, but this time so again your first name 03, but also give the domain name virtual domain.local. Same for the your first name 04. So 2 in 1, so in one restart we can rename and join the domain. So let's see if it works. So let's press OK. Yes, so just your first name admin and the password. So press OK, OK, close, restart. So machine 3 once restarted, log in from your first name admin. If the VMware tools pop up, press OK and it will log you out again, then sign in again. Then we need to take a snapshot. This snapshot one will really save your time throughout the course. So that's why we're just going careful with everything. It's gonna get pretty more hands-on. It's already hands-on. So once the virtual machine 3 restarts, I'll just click the other user and log in from your first name admin and the passwords. Log in from that. Now if the VMware tools pops up, just press OK, it will kick you out again. Yep, it does. So because this is the first and last time it's going to do that, it's going to make it user-friendly account. So I'm just going to log in again. Once I go through that, now you can take a snapshot one of that as well.
So are you supposed to go into Evelyn admin or other user?
The other user.
Which is Evelyn?
Other user and then, yeah, your first name admin.
Sorry. Can you take a screenshot of the server?
We take a snapshot now. And
What if your VMware tool didn't pop up?
then it's okay, doesn't matter. So if it didn't pop up for some reason, it's okay. If it pops up, because it's popping up for me, so I'm just pressing OK. If it didn't pop up for me as well, I would just ignore it. So yeah, now we can take a snapshot. So for third VM here, take a snapshot here, and like this, just like the previous one, take snapshot here. Just put the same settings there. That static IP given, renamed, domain joined, logged in from your first name admin. So I'll just Control A, Control C that, or well, I'll remember that. For the machine number 4, same thing. When we do all these tasks, we can take a snapshot here as well. So if you have written all this, click Take Snapshot. So click Take Snapshot here, done. Now, this machine here, go to the local server. So it shows already, right? This configuration, local server. So click the local server and take a screenshot of this. You have configured your machine here. Take a screenshot. Take a screenshot. So we got 5 left. And once the screenshot taken for this, it's okay. Leave it. Let's go for the 4th one. Do all these tasks, and once we reach this, after taking snapshot 1 of that machine, we can take a screenshot of the 4th VM as well. So all 4 tasks need to be done. Static IP, rename, join domain, restart, snapshot 1. So let's go for the 4th machine as well. And I'm on the 4th machine now. Click next. Skip the license, accept the agreement, and then the class password, finito, connect with administrator account. So administrator account, so that's VM04. So cancel local server here. First give the static IP, then rename and join the domain. So 04 machine, go for Ethernet 0, Ethernet 0 again, and properties, uncheck v6, double click v4, 192.168.200.4, tab, 192.168.200.1, tab, 192.168.200.1. So once that is done, press OK. Just go ahead and rename and join the domain. Oops. Okay. Oh, IP? Unlocked maybe? Okay, cool. And press OK here. Then we just OK, close, and then we go for rename and join the domain at the same time. So local server computer name. Change your first name 04. And the domain also. Virtual domain.local. Right? So that's your first N04 and then virtual domain.local. Once that's okay, then just go ahead and press OK here. Put your admin username, password, and restart. So press OK here, virtual domain.local, and your first name admin and your password, and press OK. So it's joined the domain. Let it restart now. So we have to log in from our domain admin account, which is your first name admin. If it shows up with that VMware tools, press OK. If it doesn't, it doesn't matter. Oops. Other user. So other user, your admin account. That's it. Log in. So it's if VMware tool pops up. If it doesn't, I would just ignore that. If it does, I'll just press OK. Yep, it does. So press OK. Kicks out. Log in again. Your first name admin. So finally, I just get to take a screenshot here. Well, actually, the snapshot here. Okay, right click here. Once you're logged in, I hope everyone's logged in. So go for snapshot. It's the same text that we wrote on 3. So maybe I copied it. Oh, I did. Okay, so I pasted it now. Static IP given, rename, domain joined, logged in from your first name admin. So press take snapshot. So that means we should go home, right? Hey, I heard yes. You just hurt my feelings now. I thought we were enjoying this till 11 or 12 o'clock, right? Oh, okay. No. Okay, well said. That's a good one. Okay, guys, so now we reached where the other section is right now. That's where the other section is. So, oh, we have still 5 left. Grab her after that. She reminded me. Otherwise, I was thinking, let's just, kind of wrap up and just
do selfies, remember? That's what you said.
Yeah, if we're left with some screenshots, we could just go for selfies, right? So that's a good idea. So vacation selfies, last year, wherever you went, and no, I'm just kidding. So guys, let's go a little further than where the next section is. Wow, your eyes are red, man. So did you just make them red so I could be like, oh, now we have to go? Like, we can do that as well. You just hit it a little and they go red so soon. I'll be then, okay, let's just go. So, so okay, we can just 15 more minutes, right? 15 more minutes. So 9:30, bye-bye. How about that? Oh, nobody likes it. So okay, 10 o'clock then. I don't see any reaction, right?
Got your thumbs up.
Thumbs up. Okay. So no, it's a full global reaction. I need a universal reaction, right? 9:30 is okay.
Thumbs up. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Woo! Yay! So let's quickly then configure. Now we have renewed their happiness, and okay, let's go ahead. I was looking for words. So anyway, so guys, we need to configure the hypervisor in both those server machine 3 and machine 4. So that's where the tomorrow's section will start from. So, well, you were supposed to be ahead of them, but now they're ahead of you. So, and that's not your fault. Of course, the computers were not good. So, anyway, what we need to do is, I'm just going to explain that the hypervisor that we need to install would be, it's in the diagram already, that we have to just install it here and here. So, let's quickly do that. Hypervisor should be there, and once the hypervisor is installed in 3 and 4, we're going to connect from machine 2 to machine 3 and try to check if the hypervisor is accessible from there or not. So let's go to machine 3 now, because 1 and 2 are okay already. So let's go to machine 3 and install hypervisor. So how do we do that? So what we can do here is, if you're in the dashboard, we can just go for add roles and features on machine 3. Whoa. Well, actually, we were going to install it on 4 anyway, but I wanted to start with 3, so I was on 4. So make sure you're on the correct machine, machine 3. Let's click dashboard here and click add roles and features. So once we click add roles and features on machine number 3 here, click next. Role based or feature based, yeah, next. Your machine here, make sure it's 3, next. And then you see this. So, oh. Okay, now you're going to see an error. So, let me just show you the error. Maybe I meant for this error to be shown to you. Let me hide that. Okay, so click. Once you click that and click add features, now you're going to see. Oh, I was going to make some, this, but it came up right away. So what does it say right now? It says Hyper-V cannot be installed. Hyper-V is already running, right? No, there's a solution for that. Ha. Okay, so maybe you were thinking, oh, dead end, let's go home. So anyway, so the solution is that we're gonna put 3 lines of code into the configuration file of the machine 3. And then when we start again, this will be gone and we're on to our lab, right? So 3 lines of code. So where are those 3 lines of code? So first of all, we need to shut down 03 and 04. So first you need to see that. Now this error does not happen on Windows Server 2016. It only happens on 2012 and 2008. And there's a workaround that we're about to do now. So what is the workaround? We just need to make Hyper-V run inside VMware Workstation. VMware Workstation is a hypervisor and Hyper-V is a rival hypervisor. So if VMware Workstation detect that, it says no way I'm gonna let you work here. So we can have a workaround for that. So press OK or not. Just right click, shut down guest. So this is 3 and 4. Why only 3 and 4? Because we're going to have hypervisor on only of these 2. So just shut down 3, shut down 4 as well. And so I'm just going to put that 3 lines of code there. So just download that, but you should not follow the rest of the document. So I'll just send you the 3 lines of code instead of the whole document, because then it could get a little messy if you follow the whole document. So there you go, 2016. It's not 2016, it's 2012. It's 410, Hyper-V. That's a couple of million documents I have. So there it is. So how to install VMware Workstations, and I'll just send you the 3 lines there. Just follow me on that and you'll be good. So how to install, I'll just go to directly to that 3 lines of code. There you go. So these 3, I'll copy it. We need to put in the VMX file of each machine here at the end of the. So I'll just go quickly on this, not quickly. So I'll put it on Notepad and save it and then run it. So I'm trying to make it a little faster. So this how to run Hyper-V inside VMware Workstation. So Control S and then how Hyper-V inside VMware Workstation. Okay, so let's get going with this. That was our. Okay, I'll just put in the docs here. Copy this, save, go down, build code. Oh, you were trying to just write down that code directly, right? Okay. Seriously, I'm writing everywhere. I'll run Hyper-V inside VMware Workstation. So browse, and there it is. So go to your Blackboard and directly just now. So just download this. It's on your Blackboard now. Refresh it. Week 2. So once you have it there, though, carefully just follow me here. Don't rush. I was recording that. Yeah. So here, once 03 is already shut down, right?
Sir, I think the problem with the file
Oh, well, it doesn't download. It just opens directly.
it just opens it up there.
So copy the code from there. You can't copy. Oh,
Okay, it'll let us save like that.
it will let you save.
Yeah, that works.
All right, cool. So guys, just go ahead and save. We know how to.
Are we copying it or are we saving it?
Like, can you see the code directly, or you could just download the document?
They can see it directly, so.
But you can Control C, select and copy that there. Okay, if you can do that, yeah. You don't have to download this if you can grab the code directly from there, right?
Open it from Blackboard though, doesn't do the pop. It has like
Maybe it's different browsers. Maybe you're on Chrome, somebody's on IE. So if you can grab 3 lines, Control C, Control V, that's okay. Otherwise, download the document.
We just lost it.
Oh,
I don't know why.
how many? Just 2?
it's just me and him.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Still showing the, like, I know we can
Oh, USB? You have USB stick?
just like 2 minutes like actually.
Perfect. You got USB? All right. So, oh, now it's gonna get longer. But I'm trying to keep it in 30. I'm keeping 30. I'm trying at least, right? So now you blame these 2 guys because they lost internet connection, right? So. Oh. Yeah, so the whole class is now stuck, so everyone should help these 2 guys, right? So we could go early home. Yeah, we're working as a team. That's good. Work as a team. You know, it's such small lines that I would have just shown here, and you could just type it directly. But you know, in typing, there could be errors. Just one code miss, and it's not gonna work. So, are we there yet? Okay, we're there. Woohoo! Let's go ahead. No? Yes? Maybe?
Yes, yes.
Wait, hold on.
Oh, well, there's another hold on.
Okay, we're gonna,
Do we have a go ahead, guys? Are we all there?
yeah.
Okay. Okay, so let's go. The two thumbs up. Yes, go ahead, teach. Just move, just go. So, okay, guys, here. So now let's be very, very careful. I'm trying to be French now. So very, right? So not very, very. Okay. Anyway, so here, do you see this machine here? Let's go to the edit virtual machine settings here for this machine.
Even
3.
though it's still off, right?
While it is shut down. While it is shut down, let's click the edit virtual machine. Once you click that, go to options of this machine. I hope everyone's there. So then you see this line is already selected, and you see this working directory. Select the whole thing here. That's where our virtual machine is living right now, right? So all the files. So Control C that, go to run of your physical desktop and paste it there, because we need to go inside that folder, right? So I copied the path of that folder for that machine where it is living. Control V, see this? I copied it on run. Now I'm gonna go directly inside the folder where all this machine files are. Do you understand what we're doing? Right? So, no, yes, maybe? Yeah, so press OK. Oh yeah, okay. Maybe okay, so we see this, right? Do you see the extensions of the files here? So do you see this? VMX. So if you don't see the extensions, click the view button here and click the file name extensions, this one. Click the view button and file name extensions. Now you should be seeing the extensions, right? We want to go for .vmx and open it in Notepad. So right click, open with, I see the Notepad right away. I hope everyone's seeing that. Notepad? No? Then you have to just go for more options and scroll down a bit and you should be able to see the Notepad, right?
Okay, got it.
Got it. Perfect.
Choose another app, and that would be other options.
So, if you see the Notepad, once you open, it looks like this. Pretty scary. Okay, so we go way down to the last line, add those 3 lines there. So, down wherever it finishes first. So, if it finishes, now, you know, my last line could be different from your last line, so ignore that. So, whatever your last line for this VMX file, VMX is the brain of that computer, of that virtual machine, right? So, I'm just going to press enter after the last line and copy all those 3 lines here, save it, and open the machine. Yep.
Doesn't matter.
If there's a bunch of space, should we bring it in line with it?
Well, if you just paste, it's going to adjust itself. It's going to be in, when you open it again, it's not going to be on the last lines. It's going to be in the middle of some lines. It's going to adjust itself.
So it doesn't matter, we can just go ahead.
Yeah. So you paste it, but just make sure that it is at the end of it and not in the middle of some sentences there, right? Codes there. So I'm just going to go for that second, these are the 3 codes here. So I'm just going to carefully copy the whole thing. Copy. And go for the other one here. This is my last line here. Let me just check. Yeah, it is the last line. And Control V, that's it. So if it was a head like this, it's okay, it doesn't matter. So close and save, or save and close will. So I'm just going to click close and save. Or save and close. So now I'm going to minimize that because we still need it for the second machine as well. So the first machine is done already.
1 second, sir.
Yep.
I got another message. Unicode format that would be lost if you save the file as ANS.
Rescue. You're good, right? What's wrong with you? Oh, yeah. Oh, the correctors. It took a different corrector. Well, it's
That's
programming,
why.
yeah. Wow, what? Good. Okay, we need to do the same thing on second machine. Ouch. Let's do that. Second machine. Woohoo!
Now with the copy like this,
Same.
all the way even this one. Okay, and then
Perfect. So if you have that file still open, we need that file still open with the 3 lines of code, right? So the first notepad, the VMX of machine 3 has been changed, right? And saved. So keep it down because we need to go to machine 4, go to its VMX file, open it in notepad as well, and just paste these 3 lines there as well. Save it and that's it. Then the ultimate test, we power on both machines. So where do you want to see the the other machine? You see that we're already on machine 3, right? The same path should have the 4th machine as well, right? The folder above. If you click the folder above, I see the 4th machine here. Simple, right?
1 second, I'm sorry.
Yep.
And the third one,
Yeah, just go 1 folder up.
over here. Here.
Yeah, just click the comp.
Yep.
Perfect.
Awesome.
So we see the machine 4. Double click that. Now you see the VMX clearly here, right? Dot .vmx. Right click on the dot .vmx. Open with Notepad. Okay, good. Notepad. At the end of it, put it again. At the way end. And I'll just go for the next line after the end. And do we still have it in clipboard? Control V, yes we do. That's it. Close and save and close, whatever, right? So, if I've put it, the 3 lines here as well, so, and close, and save, right? And it asks for save, yes, save. If we're done, so now the moment of truth. So, I can minimize this, I don't need that folder now. I don't need this open here. What we need to do is that we're going to start machine 3 and 4 now, and that error that we saw better not come now. Hopefully. So power on 3 and power on 4. If it doesn't come, bye-bye.
Sure works for me.
Not good. So this means disjoin from domain and join again. If that message comes, specifically disjoin from domain, join again. And that normally comes when you have gone back to the snapshot. Then it comes. So if by any chance you went back to the snapshot, so you have to disjoin and join the domain. Alright guys, so my machine 3 is started. I'm going to log in. Machine 3 is started. Go ahead and log in with your admin account. Oh, you're already there. You guys are perfect. But stay there. So the third VM. Okay, another good news. So it works. Oh, 2 good news. Okay. So but we have to at least install that, right? So
Okay, let's go ahead. So dashboard on 3, add roles and features. Well, did I click that? Add roles and features again. And next, role-based feature list, next. Your machine 03 name, next. What are we clicking here?
Hyper-V.
Hyper-V. Let's go Hyper, right? Hyper-V. And that's where we got the error, but now we should not have. Alright. Add features. And, okay, thank God. So that was the first one. Now we need to finish this wizard and restart and go for the fourth. Finish that wizard, restart, and bye-bye. Right? So, take a screenshot here. We still have 5 screenshots. So take a screenshot. So take a screenshot here where I hope, you know already that your machine 3 should be showing there. Machine 3 name should be showing there up on the top, and when you're selecting the Hyper-V, machine 3, if it's showing, take a screenshot and click next. And click next here. Features, nothing here, next. And again next, nothing here, but now you see this, right? So go ahead and simply, so it is creating a virtual switch that will connect to a physical network card. So let's select this Ethernet 0 here and take a screenshot here as well. So now we have 3 screenshots left.
Is this on VM3?
This is on VM3. So when I take a screenshot, make sure that the machine name is showing there. Whenever you take a screenshot, make sure the machine name is showing there. So when I check the screenshots, I will at least send you warning that, hey, you didn't take the machine screenshot. So if it's warning, pretty much you lost 1 mark. So it's Ethernet 0 here and next. So we're not going to select this option, it's okay. The virtual machine migration, later we're going to select that because we need to migrate. Next. And yes, this is the local path there, right? Next, nothing here. And click restart because it will restart. So press yes and install. So leave it at that. Let's go for 4, start it, log in, click Hyper-V, select Ethernet 0, and next, install, restart. 4? The same 2 areas because we still have 3 screenshots left. So if I go to 4 now and log into my admin account here, so once it logs in from 4, we know that add rows and features. Then next, Hyper-V, add features, and oh, thank God. Okay, so 1 screenshot here with machine name 4 now. 1 screenshot here with machine name 4 now. 1 screenshot here with machine name 4. And click next. Nothing in the features, next. Nothing in here. Ethernet 0. So 1 screenshot here with machine name 4. You're selecting Ethernet 0 here. 1 screenshot here, machine name 4, Ethernet 0. Machine name 4, Ethernet 0. So if the screenshot isn't taken, now 1 screenshot only left, right? So that can be, you can just take a selfie of that, right? So just take your selfie and that's it. A happy one. If it's not a happy one, 1 mark lost for that, right? Next, and restart here as well. Press yes, install. So, well, that's pretty much it. But how do we carefully shut down that? Because if you go to the previous machine, it's already restarted, right? Machine 3. So there is a very small installation still going to go on for Hyper-V, otherwise it's not going to fully install. So log in back from machine 3. Log in back from machine 3. And if machine 4 is restarted, log in back from machine 4. So machine 3, when you restart and log in again, it will do very small remaining installation of Hyper-V, and then it is done. So it's going to automatically start that installation. We don't have to do anything. Once that installation is done, shut down all the machines. Bye-bye. Upload. See this? The installation, remaining installation started automatically. But it's going to finish right away. So do the same thing. If it is done on machine 3 like this now, I can see that installation succeeded. That's it.
And just close it.
Yeah, so click close, shut down. Do it for the machine number 4. Machine number 4. Oh, it's still starting. Machine number 4. So this is the end of our, this actually is the end of our lab. I was gonna say for him, but this is the end of, so, but no, make sure the remaining installation finished, right? So make sure remaining installation finished. And yes, we're happy. Woohoo! Oh, it's 9:40 anyway.
Okay.
I mean, I hit shut down.
Here's the installation process.
And so the machine 4 has also,
Close.
oh,
Perfect. So now we're doing power, shut down gas.
well, we just have one snapshot, a screenshot left. Let's leave it. So, well, you can add your selfie, as I said, a happy one, right? You're happily leaving from the class, happily, smilingly.
At 10 o'clock, yeah.
Yeah, you're right, actually. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Quick 2 questions. So I wasn't here for the first week. I just want to be added to the Gmail.
So, did you send me an email for that?
I did, but I'm
Just
assuming
please
I'm
follow
you're
up.
busy.
Yeah, follow up just one more email to
okay,
that.
sure.
So, you know, I forget.
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
You I'm assuming you've been a lot of students messaging you, especially for the first the first 2 weeks.
Oh.
And the other thing is, so since I wasn't here the first week,
Oh my
those
God,
screenshots that we've
that's
taken today, does that count for towards lab 1 and 2, or just 2?
So, for the lab 1, what other students uploaded, you can just upload that document.
Okay.
And I need not record this conversation. Resuming. Alright guys, shut down all the machines, right click, shut down guest, like this, shut down guest on all 4 machines, and upload. So I haven't just put that upload link there, so I'll be uploading that. But whoever does not have the smiling selfie as the 25th screenshot, it's minus 4 marks. No, just kidding. Come on, just kidding.
You do not want to see a mad face, do you?
10 o'clock, what kind of smile are you asking, Teach?
Exactly.
Yeah, if it was 9 o'clock, maybe. Okay, week 2, I'm putting assignment. And week 2, upload your lab. And you have till next Tuesday before the class to do that. If you, those who are watching the video, well, I stopped the video now. And before exactly 6 p.m. And it's a lot of marks, 4. And submission details is unlimited. Yeah, last graded attempt. That's it. So guys, refresh your week 2 and upload now.